Kia just walked into the most profitable segment in the American car market and said, "We want in." Not with a concept, not with a vague promise, with a confirmed plan, a powertrain strategy nobody else is offering, and a sales target that should make Toyota executives put down their coffee and pay very close attention. At Kia's annual CEO Investor Day on April 9th, 2026, CEO Ho Sung Song got up in front of investors and made something clear. Kia is coming for the midsize pickup truck market in the United States. A body-on-frame truck, hybrid and extended-range electric powertrains, and a target of 90,000 units per year by 2034. That's not a small bet. That's a declaration. But the pickup truck is actually just one piece of a much larger puzzle. And there's one part of this strategy that almost nobody buying a car in the next few years has thought about yet. We'll get to that. If you want straight-to-the-point car news without the spin and the marketing fluff, subscribe. Because that's exactly what we do here. So let's back up and understand exactly what Kia announced, because this goes well beyond a new truck. At this year's CEO Investor Day, Kia laid out its entire roadmap through 2030. The headline numbers alone are aggressive. Kia wants to sell 4.13 million vehicles globally per year by 2030. In the United States specifically, the target is 1.02 million units annually and a 6.2% market share. For context, Kia sold somewhere north of 850,000 vehicles in the US last year. They're already close. Now they're going further. To get there, Kia announced it's expanding its hybrid lineup from 4 models to 13 by 2030. 13. That's not a hybrid strategy, that's that's a hybrid invasion. They're also pushing their EV lineup to 14 models globally and targeting 1 million EV sales per year. And they're investing over $33 billion to make all of this happen. But here's where things get interesting. And where the pickup truck announcement becomes something much bigger than just a new model. Kia's CEO specifically called EREV, Extended Range Electric, untapped territory in the US truck market. And he's right. An EREV powertrain means you get an electric motor driving the wheels, a battery pack for daily driving, and a gas engine that acts purely as a generator to extend your range when the battery runs low. You drive most of your miles on electricity. You never worry about running out of range on a long trip. And unlike a full EV, you don't need a charging network to save you. Toyota sold 274,000 Tacomas last year. 274,000. The Tacoma TRD off-road starts at around $40,900, and it carries 4 decades of brand loyalty behind it. Kia has zero truck history in America. Zero. But Kia's truck, expected before 2030, likely sharing a platform with the Hyundai midsize pickup that debuted as the Boulder concept at the 2026 New York Auto Show, is going to arrive with electrified powertrains that Toyota simply doesn't have an answer for right now. Ford is already turning the F-150 Lightning into an EREV. Scout Motors collected over 160,000 pre-orders for its Traveler pickup, and 87% of those buyers chose the EREV variant over the pure electric version. The demand signal is loud and clear. American truck buyers want the range security. Kia is now positioning itself to offer exactly that in the midsize segment where Toyota and Ford have dominated for years. And this is where Toyota should start paying attention, because the Tacoma doesn't have an EREV. The Tacoma doesn't have a standard hybrid. The Tacoma iForce Max is a mild hybrid. It's not even in the same conversation as what Kia is planning. Hit subscribe if you want to follow how this plays out, because this market is about to get very competitive. And drop a comment below. Would you actually consider a Kia pickup over a Toyota Tacoma or Ford Ranger? Now, the pickup truck isn't the only thing Kia announced that matters for American car buyers. Kia is launching the Telluride Hybrid this year. That's a full hybrid version of one of the best-reviewed 3-row SUVs in America. The Telluride has won awards. It's built right here in West Point, Georgia, and it's been one of the most popular vehicles in its segment for years. Adding a hybrid powertrain to that truck is a direct shot at the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid and the Honda Pilot. Kia also confirmed a Telluride EREV is planned for 2029, which would put it in a category that currently has almost no competition in the 3-row family SUV space. On top of that, Kia is launching the Seltos Hybrid in 2026. The Seltos is an entry-level compact SUV and a hybrid version at an affordable price point puts real pressure on the Honda HR-V and the Toyota Corolla Cross. They also confirmed a hybrid version of the K4 sedan is coming. So if you're shopping for a mainstream car and you want better fuel economy, Kia is about to give you more options at prices that typically undercut the Japanese competition. There's also the Sportage. Kia has set a goal of making the Sportage the first single model in their lineup to break 200,000 annual sales in the US. The Sportage already has a hybrid and a plug-in hybrid. It's already competitive with the Toyota RAV4 and Honda CR-V on price and features. Now Kia is pushing the volume harder. Here's why Kia can actually execute on all of this. And this is important, because 10 years ago you would have been right to be skeptical. Kia's plant in West Point, Georgia has been running since 2009. It builds the Telluride, the Sorento, the Sportage, and the EV9 right here on American soil. That matters a lot right now, given tariff uncertainty and the political pressure around where cars are made. Building trucks in Georgia would also sidestep the 25% chicken tax on imported trucks, meaning Kia could potentially price a domestic-built pickup aggressively without import costs eating into the margin. Then there's the Hyundai Motor Group connection. Kia and Hyundai share platforms, technology, and manufacturing resources. That means Kia's next-generation hybrid system, which they say already delivers more than 4% better fuel efficiency and output compared to the outgoing system, was developed with massive group-level investment behind it. They're not reinventing the wheel every time, they're leveraging one of the largest automotive groups in the world. The EV9 won World Car of the Year in 2024. The EV6 won European Car of the Year in 2022. The Telluride has won North American Utility of the Year. This is not a brand scrambling for credibility anymore. Kia has it. But before we act like Kia has already won, there's a real problem that shouldn't be ignored. Almost everything exciting in this announcement, the pickup truck, the Telluride EREV, the full EREV lineup, is still years away. We're talking about a truck that arrives before 2030. The Telluride EREV is confirmed for 2029. That's not tomorrow. Between now and then, a lot can change. Tariffs could shift the economics. Battery costs could move in either direction. Toyota could finally bring a proper hybrid Tacoma to market. Ford could execute on the Ranger EREV faster than expected. The window that Kia sees as untapped territory could close. There's also the question of resale value. Kia's resale numbers have improved significantly, but they still trail Toyota and Honda. If you're buying a Kia pickup as a work truck and you plan to sell it in 5 years, you're taking on more depreciation risk than you would with a Tacoma. That's just the reality of where brand equity stands today. Dealer markups are another wild card. Whenever a hot new model launches, dealerships tend to push prices above MSRP. Kia has less control over that than people realize. So that aggressive starting price you see advertised may not be what you actually pay on day one. But here's why this all matters for you right now, even if you're not shopping for a truck. Kia's strategy forces the entire midsize and compact SUV market to react. When Kia brings hybrids to the Telluride, the Seltos, and the Sportage at competitive price points, Toyota and Honda have two choices: match the value proposition or watch customers walk. That competition is good for buyers. It tends to mean more standard features, better fuel economy across lineups, and real pricing pressure. The Sportage already comes with more standard technology than the RAV4 at a lower starting price. The Telluride already beats the Grand Highlander on interior space per dollar. If Kia adds strong hybrid options across those models while keeping pricing competitive, the Japanese brands are going to have to give you more for your money too. And if Kia's truck actually arrives before 2030 with a proper EREV option in the high $30,000 to mid $40,000 range, which is where analysts expect it to land based on Kia's pricing history, the midsize truck segment changes permanently. Not because Kia will outsell the Tacoma overnight, but because a credible alternative with better technology forces everyone else to accelerate their own plans. Does this announcement change everything? Not today. Kia hasn't built the truck yet. The hybrids are just launching. The EREV models are still a few years out. But the direction is clear, the money is committed, and the strategy is smarter than anything Kia has put forward before. They're not chasing Toyota with the same product. They're trying to leapfrog them with technology Toyota doesn't have yet. That's a different kind of threat, and it's one the rest of the industry is going to have to take seriously. So here's the question for you. If Kia actually delivers a midsize pickup with an EREV powertrain in the high 30s or low 40s, with a 10-year warranty and a full suite of standard features, would you give it a serious look over the Tacoma or the Ranger? Let me know in the comments because that's the real test of whether Kia's plan works. And if you want to keep following how this plays out, the trucks, the hybrids, the price wars, all of it, subscribe. We cover what's actually happening in the car market, not the marketing version of it.